Alright. Last of the Crystal Tower raids. Let's get this started and see what lies in store for us in the world of darkness. That's a great image.
Ah, Ny'ardbert, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Ny'ardbert and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm.
Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zonde. But you, Ny'ardbert, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible voidsent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm.
Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zonde's orders, and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alag.
'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the Allagan tombstone Nero presented us. During the Golden Age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such technology, Amon and his underlings could have never controlled the Crystal Tower.
But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood.
Doesn't Grahazai mean... Never mind.
Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zonde's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat.
We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true, we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. Alright. Oh, he does the punch thing too.
We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturgist Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself.
Ny'ardbert, just the man we need.
Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors?
Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the ironwork has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Ny'ardbert. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Let's roll. That is not this way. I made a wrong turn. There we go. Oh. I can't target it. Can I click on it? That's wild that it's that. Can it hit me? I managed to get trapped inside the gate. I've never seen this happen before. Alright. Wait, can I AoE it? Let's see that. Is it actually in that location? No, it's not. Alright, shame. Fun novelty, though. God, this place is cool. As the chief filled you in on the plan, Ny'ardbert, opening up that void gate will be a real feat for the Ironworks. But I'm worried about what comes afterwards. Never heard of anyone going through a rift, let alone coming back. I don't relish the idea of getting stuck there ourselves. Ny'ardbert, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers, scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if with single couplings off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation.
My friends, you've arrived. I was just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zonde's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alag's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allagan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we advance? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zonde and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zonde's War of Dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age.
But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zande lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zande desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zande to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allagan history is astounding, Graha. Why a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things.
Yes? Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon when the machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius, so just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs! A rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the Sons of St. Koinok. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Ny'ardbert. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with. There are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you've passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving.
Might I have a moment of your time, Ny'ardbert? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Ny'ardbert, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allagan royalty. Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny, this much Doga himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those two clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rests with Alag. Mayhap what I wish to remember in these words are related. Mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end, with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Okay. You have my thanks, my friend. Now, let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades in our realm. I mean, hey, could always use the help. If you've prepared yourself, let us waste no time in rescuing our comrades from the darkness. Alright, in we go. Let's queue up, and without further delay, the world of darkness. Well, it lives up to the name. That's flat. Alright. Fix that? Sure. Oh, it's covered sound. Yeah, okay, there we go. Pull it? Alright, cool. Alright, this is not great. Well, I got some people. Alright, so that whole process was sloppy as heck, so I look forward to how the rest of this goes. Oh, I think there were boots named after you in the last raid. God, these fights are cool. They haven't aged great, but there's just some cool shit going on. Sorry if I'm sort of quiet. They are just complicated enough that I could just randomly die if I'm not paying close attention. And I have some trouble seeing through the fog of there being 24 people here. Oh my god, stop spinning. done here. Down. Alright, we are Alliance B, so we're in the middle. Where's our tank? There they are. So, basic mechanics of this one. There are a bunch of these little dudes. We need to kill them over and over. There's going to be little glowing bits on the platform that activate the platforms to bounce back up for our other parties, which are important because we'll get bumped off by stuff like that pretty reliably. God damn it. Their facing is pretty random, so it just sort of happens. I'm not particularly lucky, I guess. Alright, move on. I do not remember how to get in this valley. Probably should have looked it up before I went. Let's get knocked down first, right? Oh, that's how we can go first. Alright. I need to rough up his belly. My favorite part about this is that the music is like dampened because you're hearing it from inside. Oh, out we go. Alright. People with the chains. Yeah, there we got it. Cool. its way! This is one of a handful of fights that I think, like, there's actually something added by there being this many people, because you can do, like, the whole mechanics like that. Oh, this sucks. Oh, got him. Hell yeah. It begins. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. I am the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals before the flood of darkness will sink lifeless into the void. Where is it? Oh, they're over on the sides. Alright, here we go. Where'd she go? There she go. Oh boy. I hope they got there. We did it. I shouldn't be standing here. Oh boy! We did it! I like your... Oh, definitely giving it to Santa. There we are. Have some of these. And then we'll just roll what I can on the rest. Hell yeah. I got the minion. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Doga! Une! Can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Oh. Though I don't blame you for missing my company. You look a bit different, buddy. Thank the 12. Are you alright? As alright as can be expected, Une has simply passed out. Nero. By the gods, what happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep, and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zonde's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Really wishing I hadn't sent all those adventurers back. Mortals! You have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now, whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zonde's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Ny'ardbert, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Sick block. What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain the protection from Zonde's blood. Grahatia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited. Graha, you have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I thought time would consume all of Alag that was. That a man should live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you.
This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zonde's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost.
I half expected Nero to grab it. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Ny'ardbert, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. No, you shall not escape us. Here Zonde's blood-stained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light.
The glint, alright.
It grows faint, and the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero! No, you must move! Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Alag. I am Nero Tolskeva, the man who'll yet outdo Alag and Garland. That was what you hoped to. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards! Ah! You owe me, Nero. The hells I do.
You are returned unharmed, thank the gods.
When that void gate started to close, I'd never felt so powerless in all my life.
We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all safe...
Where are Une and Doga? They're not... He chose to stay behind, to help seal it.
I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, but we now have no one able to seal it.
That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower.
Graha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good, then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower.
I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Ny'ardbert are both emerged from long battle.
Of course, of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to St. Colnach's Find.
No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Ny'ardbert. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Ny'ardbert. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish, hidden for millennia, and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally 'tis my time to see it realized. People up here? No, alright. So, still wrapping up the story, but that concludes this raid series, like those 3 big dungeons. So yeah, I'm curious to hear what people think about those massive instances. I generally have mixed feelings about them, but they are, like, inarguably really cool. No matter how many other clones are still out there, our Une and Doga were special. I'm going to miss them. I'll tell you, that rift started closing up fast. Waiting for you 3 to pop out was the tensest few moments of my life. Nero never would have made it back without you, Ny'ardbert, and for that you have my thanks. I doubt he will hatch any more dastardly schemes for the present. He owes me his life, after all. I'm happy that you have that much faith in your friend. That being said, I don't see him around. Like him nor Graha are in the area. Alright, we've already talked to that. Let's wrap this up, I guess.
I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Ny'ardbert, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest, if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Allagans.
With a look of finality upon him, Rambros seems intent upon sealing the Crystal Tower once and for all.
I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift.
Did Nero just peace?
So the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Une and Doga's blood.
Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero?
I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero.
Graha said he was finishing an errand?
Ny'ardbert, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off.
Master Rambros! Master Rambros! 'Tis Grahatia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out.
What? Why would he do such a thing?
I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance.
Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Ny'ardbert, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us.
That is worrisome. Third act heel turn from Graha. He's been evil the whole time. And now he's going to use it like a bomb. What in the world is Grahatia thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I'm certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long.
So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this.
No. My apologies, but I cannot.
Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help.
Not this time, my friend. Just as Una and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Xande's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope.
Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hell, we may never fully comprehend them.
'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did? and put the tower into a deep sleep.
What? You cannot mean that.
I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alligans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things.
Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it.
We'll catch up with Alag, just you wait, or cover all that lost ground before you even knew it.
Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend.
The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Ny'ardbert, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. The Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. Alright, one last trip back. So you could see why Graha, while having a relatively minor part in this section of the story, like in ARR as a whole, left an impact. Big so much left.
You've just missed Sid, Ny'ardbert. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Koinak's find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again.
You completed the Crystal Tower quest series. Rest well, champion, for the main scenario and many other adventures await you. Hell yeah. So, that wraps up the Crystal Tower, and I think it's time to advance the MSQ. Let's go see what lies in wait for further adventures for Ny'ardbert. What foes to slay and Ascian plots to thwart. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this, and I'll see you soon. Adios.